Hi guys, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Hope RBI. My name is Shivam Sharma and I am an RBI Grade B aspirant. I did attempt the RBI Grade B 2021 examination, but unfortunately I wasn't able to clear the preliminary phase. I was really heartbroken and stressed because I had dedicated almost a year and a half for this examination, but unfortunately the tables turned and the level of examination that we all witnessed, was not actually at par with the expectations. It was really very difficult, it was lengthy, it was hard. I know even the students who have qualified this examination would agree with me. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the students who have qualified this examination. I would like to wish you all the best for your phase 2 and interview phase. And for all the students who have not been able to qualify this examination, I feel you guys because I am one of you. It is actually very hard for me to make this kind of video because it is taking a lot from me to, gather myself to come out there and share what I experienced, what I did, what mistakes did I do, and what you should be able to avoid in order to prepare for 2022 examination. I know it's very hard for some people. It's very difficult for me. It was my first serious attempt and my third attempt overall. But this is what it is, and you have to move on. So, before going into what mistakes did I do, I actually want to tell a little bit about my background. So, I'm a BTech graduate, as most of the RBI Grade B aspirants are. I'm a BTech graduate. I did mechanical engineering from a government engineering college in 2017. I graduated, and after my graduation I started preparing for various government examinations, especially banking examinations, to be honest. And I started with SSC and banking. So I was able to qualify the preliminary exam for SSC in 2017, but the mains exam was very hard for me. And I did clear the preliminary phase of various banking exams like IBPS PO or SBI PO, IBPS clerk, SBI clerk. All of these examinations I did clear the preliminary phase, but mains examination was actually tough for me. In 2018, basically, I got to know about RBI Grade B examination. I did attempt RBI Grade B in 2018, and when I got to know about it, I just actually read the notification and I thought that it would be a really good opportunity for me to actually explore the banking more deeply, to explore the economy more deeply. So I actually filled out the form, I guess 2 days before the closure, and I actually did it on a whim and started a little bit of preparation, not too much, and I miserably failed. I wasn't able to clear the cutoff. It was around, I guess, 30 to 40 marks gap from the cutoff. I wasn't able to clear that, and so I decided to put main focus on this examination. So for 2019, I got to know the syllabus of phase 2. Okay. So I got to know about ESI, I got to know about finance, I got to know about management. So I started preparing for it, but not what actually the exam demanded. I started preparing very basic parts, very static parts. So for ESI, I started preparing from NCRT, and from finance and management, I was actually following some Telegram groups. So they were putting out the PDFs of Prasanna Chandra and other kind of sources that are actually available. For management, there were some IGNU notes, so that's what I followed. And in 2019, I mainly focused on phase 2, although my preparation for phase 2 was not up to the mark, but I did actually put a lot of efforts for phase 2. And for phase 1, I thought that I am actually filling the exams filling the forms for IBPS PO or SBI PO or SBI clerk, so that kind of preparation is actually going along with that. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to clear the preliminary examination in 2019 as well, because in about, I guess, 10 to 15 days from the examination, I started preparing. I started looking for GA. I actually was not preparing for GA during the preparation for IBPS and SBI. So when I got to know about GA and I saw the level of GA, and when I got for a few got familiar with a few sources like Affairs Cloud and GK today. I actually prepared for a little bit, but everything was in vain. Everything was not actually enough. So then, after the examination, the exam was in, I guess, November. So I guess in December 2019, I determined myself to qualify this examination in 2020. So I started preparing from December 2019 very seriously. This was my first serious attempt, and I was very thorough with both the phases, phase 1 as well as phase 2, keeping in mind the strategy that I would have followed in 2018 and 2019. I actually did see the paper for 2017, but I actually avoided it. I thought that this was a long time back and I should not be worrying about the level of difficulty the examination might be, holding. The level of difficulty might be in similar lines with 2018 one and 19 one. So I did that, and that actually got me really, really, really good. So and that's what I did. That was a little background from my preparation. So now I would like to discuss some of my mistakes that I did. These mistakes actually, these kind of mistakes that I'm talking about, I actually encountered it after the result. Only a few, I guess yesterday. I was thinking a lot, and that's what I did. Some of the students actually I saw online that some of the students are blaming IBPS, or some of the students are blaming RBI for increasing the level of difficulty of the examination. Some are actually arguing that if RBI is in need for the students who are good in economics or in finance, they should not be actually evicting out the students on the basis of phase 1, on the basis of quant, on the basis of reasoning, on the basis of English. But you can't actually argue with these kind of organization, as it is neither doing any harm nor doing any profit for you. It's just past. It is past. Even the thing that you were doing 5 minutes ago was past. So you can't actually have that kind of scenario, that kind of thinking inside you. Only the thing only you can do is improve yourself. Improve yourself, because at the end of the day, you know that RBI Grade B is not an easy job. It's RBI Grade B is having a lot of responsibility, and to have that kind of responsibility, you must be able to have that kind of knowledge, that kind of mind. Okay, that kind of mind to adapt according to the situation. Here the situation is demanding something different now. It is demanding more knowledge from you, it is demanding more efforts from you, and you have to put those efforts in order to get to this status, in order to get to achieve this kind of a dignitary post. Okay, so the mistakes that I did, I would like to quote a very important thing here. My preparation strategy was a mistake. It is very hard for me to admit that, I'm not going to lie, but it is what it is. My preparation strategy was a mistake. I actually thought that, keeping in mind the 2018 and 2019 examination pattern, I would be able to qualify the 2020 examination. And this is true. I prepared very well for these kind of examinations, because if the examination would have been like these two, I would have scored approximately 170 to 180 marks in phase 1. That good I was preparing. That was that good of a preparation I was having for this examination, to be very honest. But this is not what actually is demanded. When I was going through the GA, I was cramming stuff. I was cramming a lot, because I knew what kind of questions were asked in 2018 and 19 and what kind of approach I should be having. I did thoroughly cover 2019 December to February 2021. I thoroughly covered it, but through cramming. It was just a cursory reading, it was not deep understanding of concept, it was nothing like that. So that was the first mistake that I did. And the second mistake that I did was the level of questions that I was practicing for phase 1 of quant, reasoning and English. I did not prepare for English. I was good at English. I did actually good in English in this examination. I hope so, because the marks are not out yet. When the marks will be out, I'll be sharing my marks with you guys. And I did well for the English part, but for the quant and reasoning portion, I actually prepared the questions that were of basic to moderate level. I did see some of the difficult questions from 2017, but I ignored them. That was the biggest mistake that I did. I should have done those kind of questions in order to qualify this examination with flying colors, but I did not. That was the mistake I did. The third mistake was consistency. It is a very important tool to qualify any of the examination. I was not consistent. I was very, I had many breaking points. The first thing I did was, if I had some kind of examination, let's suppose here, I would waste the previous day as well, and I would waste the 2 or 3 days after that examination as well. And if I am having 4 to 5 examinations in between, I would be wasting about 4 into 4, about 16 days in that. In those 16 days, I would have covered a lot. I would have covered, even if I would not have covered the breadth of it, I would have covered the depth of it. You know what I mean? Let's suppose that I covered the current affairs from December to February, and I skipped a few days from in between. But if I would have been consistent, I would have done what I have done more thoroughly. Okay, so that's what I actually did not do, and it got me really good. And the last thing I would like to say, I would like to add upon this was the approach of phase 2. Okay, the same thing that I did, I actually made focus for phase 2 more than on phase 1, because I had kind of panicked after knowing that subjective paper was included. So I focused more and more on subjective portion. I focused more and more on how to frame answers, how to write good answers, how to actually be able to type these kind of answers in order to get good marks in the subjective paper as well, because now they are going to test your knowledge. But I completely ignored phase 1. I thought that the strategy that I am adopting is enough, and that actually got me. I think most of the people who are actually watching this lecture, who are actually watching this video, are relating to what I am saying right now. This is not our fault, but these are the mistakes. You know, deep down, these are the mistakes. You can count these preparation strategy that you are calling, it's a big mistake. For any kind of examination, be it for the RBI examination, be it for IBPS PO or SBI PO or any kind of examination, you have to have knowledge. Okay, you have to have knowledge, you have to have skills for that knowledge. Okay, you don't need to cram everything. That's what I did, and I actually was failed miserably. Okay, so that's the thing that you should be avoiding. Okay, I learned one important thing that I learned is increase your knowledge. Okay, stop cramming. Okay, understand stuff. You have to understand stuff. If you understand everything, it will be definitely increasing your knowledge, and when your knowledge is increased, your paper would be, it will be a piece of cake. And the last important thing is trust and believe yourself. Trust yourself. It's very redundant. Trust yourself. Trust is very important. I know your trust breaks every time you fail an examination. Actually, I am facing it right now. It's taking a lot from me to actually discuss about it, because I'm kind of not in that emotional state right now. But it is true. You have to trust yourself, because if you are not trusting yourself, there is no use of preparing for any examination, be it RBI, be it SEBI, be it SBI, be it IBPS, whatever kind of examination. You have to trust yourself. You have to understand stuff. You have to stop cramming. You have to increase your knowledge. When you are genuinely interested in things, when you are genuinely interested in knowing things, you are a winner then. Okay, you'll automatically be you know involved in that kind of preparation, and you'll definitely be acquiring what you are desiring for. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. And at last I would like to share this. uh, let your hopes, not your hurts, shape your future. Okay, I know you're hurt right now. I'm a hurt. I'm hurt right now. I'm very much disappointed in myself, but I have to gather myself. I have to hope again. That's what I did last time, and that's what I will do this time as well. And that's why I prepared this story for you guys. That's why I want to share everything that I'll be doing right now, everything that I'll be doing from tomorrow in order to clear this examination. I'll be sharing everything with you guys through this channel. So if you are new, this is a new channel, so you guys are new, please subscribe to this channel. And I hope that you guys can relate to this. And I'll be sharing everything, my strategy, my knowledge that I'll be gaining from various sources, and my point of views regarding various kind of topics that are hot topics in the newspapers, my own opinions that I'll be framing, and everything that I'll be, you know, learning through this process for the RBI Grade B 2022. So I would like you guys to come along with me and prepare with me, and let's um, be RBI Grade B officers of batch 2022 together. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys related to it, and I really hope that even 1% or 2% of hope is ignited in your mind. And that's what the main that was the main motive, that was the main thing that I wanted to convey through this lecture. So thank you so much. Have a very wonderful day. Have a great day. Pace yourself, pick up yourself, and get succeeded. Thank you so much.